Like little niggas out, big niggas out. I knock all that shit, nigga. They touching that ground, nigga. When I hit them, they touching that floor. Don't ask me about Crawford, because that motherfucker ain't in my division. I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. There's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now.
Jermell Charlo has finally broken his silence, and he's done it by calling out the one man who publicly humiliated him, Terence Crawford. On a live video, raw and unfiltered, Charlo went straight for the pound-for-pound king who once called him a fake. But this isn't just another boxing challenge. This is the breaking point of a feud years in the making. A story of public embarrassment, ringside taunts, and accusations that cut deep. Now, Charlo isn't just fighting for respect. He's fighting to prove who he truly is, once and for all.
I don't know what's happening with the boxing world. It's like right after my era with the Canelo shit, it's just like I started to watch boxing change, and I got my little distance, and I thought that it was important for me to just focus strictly on my family and my kids and my life and my future. And I'm M's. I got hella M's because I was knocking them niggas out before they was even boxing. They started boxing. All these boxers that's really. I'm in the third generation of boxing. Right? I was fighting when Mayweather was fighting. I was fighting when De La Hoya was fighting. I fought on Bernard Hopkins on the card. Throw me some motherfucking hearts, because half of you niggas ain't never did that. Even if you listening, y'all gotta remember that. I fought when my coach Juan Guzman fought. Yeah. I fought on his undercard.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I remember.
I come from a different era in boxing.
Jermell Charlo has once again spoken Terence Crawford's name, and this time it feels different. In his latest public statement, Charlo called for a fight with the man many see as the pound-for-pound king. But what really grabbed everyone's attention wasn't the challenge itself, it was his tone. Charlo sounded almost respectful, saying it would be an honor to share the ring with Crawford. Then came the moment that stunned fans. He admitted, with rare humility, that Crawford accomplished something he never did. A direct nod to Crawford's legendary undisputed reigns.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. I want all the smoke. Give me the best shit. I'm in shape. I train. My lifestyle is on the move. Everything is great. So why the fuck would I want the best, man? What y'all talking about, dog? I don't got time to be playing with none of these people with these promotionals and all of these shits. I'm with the old school boxing. I'm following all of the Muhammad Ali act and all that shit. I mean, man, whatever. Y'all want to change shit? Change. If they gave me an offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me.
On the surface, it seems like one champion respectfully challenging another. Professional, composed, and mutual. But beneath that polite tone lies a history far more personal. A story of pride, tension, and unfinished business between these two men.
I'm not moving up in weight. I really like the weight I'm in. I'm slim. I was out of my element. Some people can operate better when they out of their element. I'm not. I know how to be dealt with. But call me Money Mel, bitch, for the rest of this day. I'm fucking Money Mel, and we're turning the money show on.
To truly understand what's happening now, you have to go back to the most vulnerable moment of Charlo's entire career. This isn't the first time Jermell has tried this. His original call-out came in September 2023, but the story then was completely different. It wasn't confidence speaking that night. It was desperation. Charlo stood in the center of the T-Mobile Arena, moments after being dominated, outclassed, and shut down through 12 painful rounds by Canelo Alvarez. And in that raw moment of defeat, Charlo took the mic and said,
Yeah, Terence Crawford could be on the radar. I think he already probably been on Twitter, like lip wrestling with the internet, just to get some clout, some fans in this guy, but he's a champion. He's great at what he do. I haven't been beefing, like truthfully. He's just feeling himself right now, and he's a top dog. He's moving up in weight, and everybody want to fight the best. 168 is considerably still kind of like not my weight division because it's not as easy to make 168. I have to gain weight and gaining weight when you're working really hard is really tough. You can easily walk around at 168. So. I'm definitely not the naturally bigger fighter, so 168 is not my weight division. I think I would have to see him in a different weight category.
The most shocking part? Terence Crawford was right there, sitting ringside, watching every second of Charlo's humiliation unfold. He saw the loss. He heard the call-out. But instead of building up a future fight, Crawford did the exact opposite. He went straight to social media, publicly mocking Charlo's performance against Canelo, turning the boxing world's spotlight into a weapon. But Crawford's disdain for Charlo runs deeper than rivalry. It's personal. When an interviewer later asked him, bluntly, "I feel like you don't like Jermell," Crawford didn't even blink. "I don't," he said, cold as ice. Then he went further, attacking Charlo's very identity. He called him a fake, a man performing for attention, claiming that the loud, fiery persona everyone sees is nothing but an act, a show crafted to hide who Charlo really is.
You got Jermell, would you say I'm done after that?
Of course, 100%.
What's the thing about Jermell? Oh, I feel like you don't like Jermell. And if you,
I don't.
You got respect for Earl. So if you did Earl like that, god damn.
I don't like Jermell for the simple fact that I feel he's a fake individual. I feel Earl is real. I feel he's genuine. I feel like he stand on 10 toes on everything that he say or do. I feel like Jermell is just one of those guys that do a lot for attention. I was cool with Jermell and Jamal and their older brother prior to me moving up in weight. I got messages with he hit me up asking me he gonna pull up in Omaha, and we talking about cars, we talking about all different type of stuff. Once I moved up in the division, and I understand that they stablemates. He trained with Arrow coach, and they've been knowing each other for a long time. For him to start bashing me and talking bad about me and saying I'm gonna get knocked out, and going out his way to say little slick shit about me, I was just like, man, that's some hoe shit.
So how did Jermell Charlo react to being called a fake by the pound-for-pound king himself? His response turned out to be one of the strangest deflections in boxing. When pressed about Crawford's words, Charlo pretended not to know what was going on. "I don't know what they be talking about," he said. "I don't be paying attention to what blogs and interviews they be doing." He brushed it off like none of it mattered, insisting, "I don't have no problem with Terence Crawford. Me and him was cool. I don't know what his problem is with me." But then the mask slipped. That fake confusion shifted into arrogance. Charlo scoffed, "I'm a superstar. I'm on a whole different island." And with a smug tone, he asked why he should even care about a fighter who's not in his division right now. He wrapped it up pretending to stay above it all, saying he's not trying to beef with any fighter.
Crawford ain't did shit in 154. How y'all want him to fight me? I'm telling you, I'm trying to become undisputed right now. How are we talking about somebody that ain't even fought in the division? How do he just jump from there to there? Like what connection do he got to this world? Where that tall, lanky motherfucker at? Maybe I'll be the shot caller and make the decisions on who I want to fight next. Fondora, go fight somebody else. I don't know. Crawford, go fight. Y'all fight each other. I'm busy. Motherfucker, I'm busy. When he fighting again? Shit. When the fuck is he fighting again? Like, who the fuck he fought last? Like, I don't even know nothing about the kid. Don't ask me about Crawford, because that motherfucker ain't in my division. Like, we talking about a 147 pounder that was a 140 pounder. We need to fucking I get it. He won the undisputed, right? At 147 and 140. This shit is different when they get down to 147. 147, 154, 160, 68. This shit is different.
What is the thing with you and Terence Crawford? Why he keep calling you out? He don't even fight in your weight class.
Well,
I guess he has plans on moving up to fight in your weight class. But what is it? Is it personal? Is it because it seemed like it's something personal, like he trying to fight everybody in y'all camp?
Right, and that's cool. I think that Terence Crawford could be on the marketing point. He could be using it that way because, you know, like I hear what y'all was saying.
But that denial only poured gasoline on the fire because Crawford had already made it clear what the real issue was. The most shocking twist in this feud is that it wasn't always built on hate, which makes Charlo's "I don't know what his problem is" line feel completely hollow. This bad blood, Crawford says, started as a personal betrayal. He revealed that he was once cool with both Jermell and his twin brother, Jermall. They were friendly, they talked. They showed mutual respect. But everything changed when Crawford started climbing divisions, stepping into the same territory as the Charlos and their close ally, Errol Spence. That's when, according to Crawford, Jermell's energy flipped. The friendliness disappeared, replaced by sly comments, trash talk, and shade thrown behind his back. To Crawford, it was more than rivalry. It was fake friendship exposed, the kind of betrayal that cuts deeper than any punch.
Like one of the Charlo brothers, that's true, or both of them?
Yeah, man.
Is that still real?
He's a groupie. You know what I mean? Like,
Talk your shit, bud.
I just feel like ever since I moved, and they was cool. You know what I mean? I'm still cool with Jermell. Jermell's still cool people, but Jermell, like, dude, just like weird. Like, he always angry. He always yelling. He always, you know, doing some off the wall psycho type stuff.
But what is it between y'all two? How did that happen?
That's what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
You know, when I moved up in weight, and soon as I called out Spence and my name was being involved in Spence, he act like that was his fiance or something. You know, he felt as if Earl couldn't speak for herself. He was, oh, Earl Spence do this, Earl Spence do that, and you too little, and Lions, and it's Texas. And
To twist the knife even deeper, Crawford used his biggest rival to expose what he saw as Charlo's biggest flaw. In the same breath he called Jermell fake, he praised Errol Spence Jr., the very man he went to war with in one of boxing's most brutal, unforgettable fights. Crawford called Spence real, genuine, authentic. Think about that for a second. He showed more respect for the man who tried to take his head off in the ring than for the one who once called himself a friend.
I'm not in competition with the Terence Crawford ring walk. I know that's what everybody's trying to get the answer to. Them came out with Eminem. That was some bad shit. Like, I ain't gonna front. That's some cool shit. And it's gonna be hard to beat that. He win. That's not my world. We don't get paid for that anyways. But I almost had like Lil Wayne or something. I had some people I've been in contact with. So we shall see.
Crawford can stop anybody. I'm not saying he can't. He's going to, but he can't.
That comparison wasn't accidental. It was a calculated strike meant to isolate Jermell, to paint him as the fake one among the men he once called friends. It was Crawford's way of saying that even in war, there's honor when you face men like Spence. But with Charlo, there's only deception. This battle of real versus fake has now become bigger than just two fighters. It's a question of character, pride, and legacy. And the entire boxing world is watching it unfold.
Jermell Charlo, he calls out Terence Bud Crawford.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. There's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now.
I remember after Jermell Charlo took on Saul Canelo Alvarez, before Terence Crawford did the magnificent beat Saul Canelo Alvarez, right after that, Terence Crawford, he showed his disinterest in fighting Jermell Charlo. But now Jermell Charlo is saying, yo, give me Bud, you know, he deserves it. But my thing is this, Jermell. Jermell's been out for like 2 years. I think it'd be something that everybody would be salivating over. They would want the fight, but they would definitely want the fight if Jermell comes back and he knocks somebody completely out. He knocks somebody completely out nasty style, then whatever he has to say on the mic calling out Bud Crawford, people will start saying, Bud Crawford, where you at? And if Bud Crawford doesn't take the challenge, people love to jump on Doc around a pizza.
Unbelievable, man. This Jermell Charlo. I can't believe he's even asking for a fight like that. This is a man who fought, you know, his last fight was Saul Canelo Alvarez was in 2023, and now it's 2025, October 2025, and he's calling out Terence Crawford, the biggest name in boxing. Why should you get that fight?
In a recent interview, analyst Greg Hackett issued a chilling warning. Jermell Charlo is in a do-or-die situation. He explained that this fight is so fascinating because of how flat Charlo looked against Canelo. But Hackett didn't sugarcoat it. His message was harsh and simple. Charlo can't afford to look bad again. If he steps in against Bud and gets outclassed after already being humiliated by Canelo, the boxing world won't forgive him. They'll write him off as a fraud. Proof that maybe he was never really built like that after all.
Get turkey money. Turkey money, hey man, where the turkey money at? What time the turkey money? Fucking money is money. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who giving it. I'm not here to fight for y'all. Like, what y'all want me to do and shit. Like, nigga, I'm doing me. Got my career. Fought 38 times. Got wins and losses and knocked a lot of motherfuckers out. And I'm the Kobe Bryant. You heard it? Y'all see it? Of boxing and where I'm at. So what y'all mean?
For the mega fight with you and Crawford for 150?
If we can make it at that weight division, I mean, whatever weight division I'm at, if wherever we still boxing at the same time, let's do it. I'm down to fight any one of these motherfuckers. I ain't here for the money. I'm here to win. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, the money already here, and I got it already, and it's gonna come. More gonna come. But why would I get in the ring over, an injury? You know what I'm saying?
This fight isn't about money anymore. It's about survival. It's about saving what's left of Jermell Charlo's legacy. And the bad blood? That's just the fuel driving it. Greg Hackett reminded everyone of that unforgettable moment when Bud was dismantling Spence, stopped mid-fight, grabbed himself, glared at Charlo, and shouted, "You next." It wasn't just trash talk. It was a promise. And now, that promise is coming due.
Nah, that nigga ain't in my weight class. Bro, I fight Canelo next. I don't know what that nigga talking about. I'm undisputed at 154. I already did that. Them niggas can't fuck with me, nigga.
And that brings us to today. Jermell Charlo hasn't stepped into the ring once since that crushing loss to Canelo, a defeat that happened more than 2 years ago. Now he's back, insisting his return isn't about the paycheck. "I ain't here for the money," he says. The money already here. This time, Charlo claims it's about something bigger, about redemption, pride, and proving he can still win.
I don't even want to see, only interested in fights that make sense and make money. And the fights that make sense and make money. Virgil, great fighter. Virgil could fight. Earl, De La Hoya, them got such a stud with them, this and this and that. I see he had some injuries and came back and health issues and this and that. And Virgil, he can go a long way. He got a tough fight with Lubin. Yeah, Lubin ain't no hope. It's just that I'm a legend. I'm legendary.
But those words sound hollow for a reason. Because recently, Terence Crawford did what Jermell Charlo couldn't. He moved up and beat Canelo Alvarez, the same man who completely exposed Charlo. That one victory changed everything, putting Crawford on another level entirely, while Charlo now stands on the outside looking in, needing the very man he once turned against. And the bitter irony? Charlo's call-out might not even matter anymore.
Jermell Charlo thinks he would give Terence Bud Crawford the best fight of today's era. Listen, I'm all for confidence, but let me make this very clear. Jermell Charlo and Terence Bud Crawford would not go over really well. Sure, the build-up process would be funny. Sure, it might be entertaining, but Terence Bud Crawford will put a whooping on Jermell Charlo so badly.
It's no longer just about whether Crawford wants to entertain a man he's labeled as fake. It's about something deeper. Is Jermell Charlo even the best option anymore, or the most dangerous one?
Biggest weapon is, I think, everything. He can hit, he can take a punch, he can move too. He's tall. I think he have everything. But I'm used to.
Crawford's got a whole line of hungry fighters waiting for their shot. And to make things worse for Charlo, even powerful promoters like Eddie Hearn have started calling him out. Hearn's been blunt, saying guys like Charlo don't really want the smoke. They talk big, set outrageous prices, and deep down, they're not chasing greatness anymore. They're just chasing one last paycheck.
I just don't believe he'll take it. You know, I mean, these guys, they just price themselves out straight away. And they go, oh, no, it's just my worth. It's not your worth, mate. I know the numbers, and if you want the fight, and listen, you'll be very well paid, but if you actually want the fight rather than want a payday, let's talk.
This is so much more than just another call-out. It's a collision of two worlds, two mindsets. On one side, you have Crawford, a fighter who values authenticity, respect, and truth above everything. On the other, Charlo, the man he's branded as fake to the core. It's not just a rivalry anymore. It's a battle over what it really means to be real in a sport built on pride, pain, and legacy.
And just seeing the fact that obviously undisputed is what you want. You're obviously going to be rooting for Jermell to win his fight so that he maintains that. That's the specific guy that you would want. Or is it just 154?
Yeah, that would be the guy that I want, but you know, if for whatever reason he don't be victorious, you know, I want to go at the guy that beat him. You know, when you look at all the great fighters, they was getting called out by everybody from different weight classes, so it's nothing, you know, that I'm not surprised about.
So the question now is Charlo's new respectful challenge a genuine warrior's call? A sign that he's finally humbled and ready to fight with his heart on the line? Or is it something else entirely? A last desperate move from a fighter who's been exposed, reaching out for one final massive payday from the man who now controls everything.
Bud walks in the room, the energy changes. He's just a different dude. Mel Charlo has a lot of that same energy. The energy just changes. And I think when you have that type of scenario, that fight is very makeable. I think it's highly likely you see Bud versus Mel in the ring with each other.
And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss what's coming next. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Stay tuned, because the next one's going to be even bigger. See you in the next video.